I want this to go out to the world. What a 39-year-old trading veteran slash the best expert that I know always has in his portfolio. Is there one trade that you always have in your portportfolio?
Short puts in the S&Ps. Short puts in the S&Ps.
Okay, this is going to be a real short segment. I love it because we're gonna go through and take a look at that. I just wanted to mark the time real quick. It's 10:09. Okay, so we're gonna go through and look at what you're doing, and I kind of agree with you. I've always got it in too. So do you want to go SPY or SPX? Are you big dog or medium?
Well, let's do SPX because we can get into the zero DTEs and all that jazz.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so as a veteran trader, something that you always have, we use these terms as traders, sometimes called our bread and butter trade, how I pay the bills, because TP and I have been trading for a very long time, and if you look at our accounts, I'm going to guess that yours the same as me, where there's lots of different things in there, right?
I have about 70 symbols on right now.
Yes, and as do I. So, but there are certain trades that are kind of a go-to move, right? And one of these is trading in the S&P 500, which we're going to go to SPX as a proxy. Okay, so I'm in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to zero DTEs just to play like the kids do.
Okay.
Let's go to the 7115s, sell that put, and buy the 7105s. What do I get for that?
60 cents.
60 cents for a $940 margin requirement. That's about what, 6% return on capital
a day.
Zero for no, Liz, for 5 hours.
True.
That's what I would sell.
Okay, so, and I love that you're doing this. So you have, and I'm going to assume that you've been doing this for a while. So you probably started with more durational, and then as the expirations got nearer and nearer, you decided to take advantage of these. Because
100%. So I used to do them like in 30 days. So just do a consistent 30-day short. So, and here's the deal, Liz. When the SPX was 1,000, I'd sell a naked put. Now that the SPX is 7,000, I'm selling put spreads. Why? Because the margin requirement on a $7,000 put is so bloody expensive compared to the credit you get.
Yes.
So I'm doing put spreads. This is just a simple 10-point spread. That's it.
For comparison purposes for this show, what I kind of want to say is I think that using these zero DTEs, and you kind of get in, you don't even overthink it. You just said, okay, I'm going to get out here. I don't know. You probably picked the strikes based on the credit is my assumption, not the delta.
100%. That's it. $2.
But what's fascinating about what you have now and what we as old traders used to have to work with would be, say you go to your 30 days right here, and I'm going to go down pretty far. You can do this, but you're going to be sitting on it for, I have both of them in. You can do something, it's $25 wide, number one. And number two, you're going to be sitting on it for a while.
Yes. So let's do the math really quickly. I can make $60 for $1,000 worth of risk, 6%. Okay. This 30-day, what did it give me? $230 for about $2,500 of margin. So 10% over 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So and remember, folks, I get it. We trade based on percentages, but I pay the bills with dollars. Of course, I would like $200 more than $60. But if I can make that $60 every single day, over 4 days, I've made what my max profit is for 30 days with this one. And so the point is, and what you're saying, Liz, is these verticals don't decay fast enough over 30. Putting a 30-day put spread on, it's going to sit there at 225 for a while.
Even if you get a pop in SPX, it's not gonna be able to come off that easily.
No, it's going to go down to 210, 205, 195. It's going to go down if the market rallies, but not nearly as fast as those zero DTEs.
Yes, right. It's
just the way it is.
It is the way it is. But I like it. I like what you're doing, TP. We're doing the same thing. My son's doing the same thing. So we'll see how it goes. Now with him, I know I got a lot of questions. He does not have a $25,000 account. I just need to be crystal clear with this. So sometimes I have him holding. Like in the beginning, I had him closing it, but he's closing some, holding some, because he can't each day put an order in to close it. And it's been fascinating. So I had Jacob do a study for me too about what happens if you just hold it, and it winds up being beneficial if you're just doing a put spread. So if you're getting 60 cents, just let it ride, right? So every day you're going to collect the whole thing. And that doesn't go for the pattern day trading rule because it just expires.
Right, it's not a trade. And
That's
I
right.
gotta say, these past couple of weeks with those iron condors that I saw in the zero TTs, that is a wild ride.
It's a wild ride.
I skated, Liz. I held on. I broke all of your rules. I held on to my iron on Friday to the bitter end and wound up with a profit. It was looking ugly in the last from like noon when the market was rallying. It was looking pretty ugly. It was looking ugly. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to spite the market. There's nothing better than spite. I'm just going to sit here. It's defined risk. I can take the loss. Okay, I can. I don't like it,
But
but
you
it's
could,
going to shut me down.
yeah.
And so I hung on, and by God, they came back down. They closed 8 cents in the money. My calls were 8 cents in the money. So I made most of the profit.
It's darn close to full profit. It's so funny because aren't they fun to watch? It's become like a pastime. It's like, I'd rather do this than, I don't know, go to the movies. I want to watch all my SPX zero DTEs now.
It gives me purpose in life. Now that my kids are, moving on and stuff like that, and it's fun. It's what do people do? Do TikTok or whatever
Yeah.
they do? No, trading is way more fun. And yeah, you can lose money. Yes, you can. I lose money on trades sometimes too. It stinks, but you're engaged. This is the biggest, fastest game in the world, folks. And this is the way to participate.